Got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars in the Week 12 franchise matchup. Jacksonville is sitting at 3-7. Browns are sitting at 9-1. This should be a pretty decent game.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Baker Mayfield kind of had a rough game last
Alongside
game.
my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this
So we
Jaguars
came away with the
team.
win.
And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess.
He still threw like 3 interceptions. He threw 3 touchdowns before it was over with.
Clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way
Last week. First carry for Nick Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 89 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He works his way forward.
Man, this run game gonna be kind of.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered,
They kind of stingy on the run.
to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
Oh man, it's rough. It's rough right now.
Because then you turn it into a shootout, and that
Their
means your
defense
offense
is
has to
real
keep pace.
stingy.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Folded him.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's the first drive for the Jags. They are let out by their...
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in
Let's
terms
go.
of interceptions,
Now, 2
right?
touchdown passes
2
last week.
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that.
Tyler Eifert.
Darn good. 2 touchdowns,
He's
right?
a good tight
and the
end.
ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that
We're
he's
going to make
going
him
to
look like a
be
bad
where the
tight end
quarterback
today.
expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's
Good
able to
D.
take this one up to the 35-yard
They got the
line.
first down, but
4 yards the pickup, first
didn't get
down.
much after that.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this
Shift my
situation,
guys.
go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks.
Ooh.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
All right, come on,
First and
defense.
10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And it's in the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early
We
lead.
won Jacksonville. Jacksonville, they marched that ball down the field.
Games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense.
That was a good scoring drive.
Game. Hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
No, I definitely got to come back with a touchdown.
And it results in a
Yeah,
touchdown for
I got to take what they give me. If they give me 3 field goal, and I'm going to take that. But I want to get a touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The thing is, it's early.
Fielded
Yeah, I'm
in
gonna
the end
wait.
zone.
You don't have to force nothing. It's
And
still
this
the
will
first
not be
quarter.
brought out. It's a
I'm only down
touchback.
7-0.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least
All right,
one
I'm trying to hit
playoffs, and that's what
Kareem
you're really
Hunt.
seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak
about
can
8
have them
yards.
out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
Nice run, Nick.
They have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And
Damn.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss.
Got to go to the air now.
Play, so now 3rd
Got no
down
choice.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss.
Shy Higgins. It's going to you, boy.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This into the hands of Higgins.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of. Now they can move forward.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dearness Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
All right, Sheldon Richardson, work, boy.
These two teams
get your
all
money
tied after 1. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a complete dozen. As you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more.
Coming, it's intercepted.
Man, why you ain't get in front of him? Rashad Higgins. Why you ain't getting better? Hey.
He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go
That's
away.
out.
That means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change
Okay.
and at least hold people to field
You got
goals.
3 on
And if
there.
that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarter.
I challenge that. I ain't gonna worry about it.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun is Minshew. And able to find Conley. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Minshew sets to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run. Devontae Freeman. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught.
Damn.
Jaguars. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the
It's
score
all
14
good.
to
We got to
7.
come back
And Lambo now
with a
after the
touchdown. Fire right back.
This one away. JoJo Natson now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And getting this
Landry fighting, man. He ain't trying to go down.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Mayfield on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And some good tackling there as they stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the
offensive side. Man, they give us like about no more than 5 yards. He was about 3.
And making sure they didn't get there.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there.
But I ain't about to give up on the run. Eventually,
go
get one that's gonna break big.
Just effective on third downs all year long.
Try to hit Hooper.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
Good catch, Hooper. Good way to come back to it and get some positive yards. Great.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
all right.
The defense was able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They got 2 of the 3 they
needed. Yeah, their defensive line pretty good, and they linebackers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No, I'm going to let the time run out because I don't like this defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Smoking Fat J, what's happening, boy?
Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
Oh, man. Come on.
Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop
bet
at the
that.
32-yard line.
Man, this shit crazy, man. Good tip, though.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it in about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key.
They're trying to make it hard for me to win, because I'm 9-1.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for them to come out with 6.
Targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I was on Red Dead a little bit ago.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi has now
I ain't streamed that one though.
On the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Good D.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job.
Gang tackle, yeah.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll go screen here to Hunt and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Oh, man. Damn, that would have been touchdown and he would have caught that.
8 seconds left. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver.
He ain't had nothing but green grass in front of him.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Final play of the half. Mayfield flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Giants who are out in front. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who have the lead in that one at halftime. The Chargers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 35-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
I got to throw some stuff at them that they ain't seen yet. I execute a lot better.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
I got to get some picks, force some turnovers.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Look like they running, so I'm blitzing everybody.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Oh, that's my boy.
This defense is going to need to do more in the second half.
Mac Wilson.
Time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, Mac.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this Browns
Garrett.
defense coming to life. They
Yeah,
get
we
him
showing up in the third quarter, man, in the second half.
Losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech, who knows, but looks like they're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. That one complete.
Ah, man, this is some BS.
Short of the 45 at the 44. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one.
I died way too early.
Keep the ball away from the other team and put points on
I'm letting them get their rhythm back.
Those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Come on, Cleveland. Let's get this ball back, y'all.
Now Armstead. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look.
I almost want to call the timeout, man.
On first down, again, they go with Armstead. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down and 4, Minshew looking sideline, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up 4th. And this
Good
is
defense.
Too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Way to hold him to 3.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense
down
score.
2
Now they need to
scores.
go out there and do their part.
For their first possession of the
To make something happen.
3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have
We got to move this
planned.
ball.
Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue.
Yeah, my offense can step up and make a play.
And they will touch
Look at that.
Now, but not before he gets the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper.
Damn, I ain't getting much.
The gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be
Good way to
brought
find
down
that
at
hole,
the
Nick.
48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
next play. What we gonna do? Keep it on the ground.
Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Hunt. Now he's tackled a yard.
See, their defense is softening up now.
Gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Give me 2 and 3 at first, remember?
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
47's the mic. 47.
1st down, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Yeah.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry.
All right, Jarvis.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they
wrong
moved the
play,
ball on the
man.
ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
There we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Let's go. Let's go.
Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are back within a score. 2nd effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now.
Yeah, I need to see this kick off, man. Let me get on 50. Who is 50? Phillips, man, he flatlined his guy on his kickoff. He about to flatline number 45 Watt. Boom. Boom. $49. Yeah. Man, in real time, it just looked like crazy. Like he just did a backflip almost.
By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there.
They probably going to go for it. No, they're going to punt it. It's still a lot of time left. Good tackle, Mac Wilson.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now Natson. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They go play action. Mayfield being chased out left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked.
I'm glad it was just knocked down, not intercepted, man. Joe Schobert. Oh, man. That was my former middle linebacker, starting middle linebacker. I don't know why they let Joe Schobert go, man. He was pretty decent.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I do not know why the Browns let Joe Schobert go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this one up.
That's him, number 47 right there.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
He okay. I mean, he the best. I mean, he made the Pro Bowl, I think, a couple times.
So
but he ain't the worst either. He's decent. I think Landry gonna get open. He gonna get past. Dude.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mayfield with it once more.
Oh,
Hodge has it complete.
that was almost intercepted.
Right
man. Hope they show that replay again. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna show it real quick. I was lucky on that one, man. I was lucky. Daryl Highs. Yeah, that's him. When I threw it, look at the defender. His hands is on the ball. Well, almost on it. It like bounced off of his hands or something. And then it like bounced right into me. I was just like a lucky catch.
Faster passes when they're going that fast. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Yeah, I figured that much.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it here
Burt
to the
Nick.
10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And dancing through the ball. Look at him.
Yeah, that's not what they want to see consistently. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a first and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run, 8 yards there.
Come on, Kareem, get up in there.
They'll try to run with Hunt. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard. And
third and goal.
Third down. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty good.
Yeah, it's up to you now.
To take this running back out of this game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose,
I still got 3 timeouts left.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Extra point by Seibert up
2
and
minute
good,
warning.
and that will make this a 4-point game.
Also, all right, let's see what we're gonna do.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Now left side on the swing pass. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. And now a 10th carry for Freeman.
Oh,
Freeman, they're not gonna get him.
damn.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
So I'm glad I still had a nice amount of time left up on the clock.
Touchdown of the season.
Just in case if they had a touchdown, they're not going to come back. Having them trying to come back. I know it.
Big one like that, and you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally, here
Come on, baby. 2-minute drill.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
In fact, I'm going to send Odell on the street. He going to burn his guy. Watch this.
Mayfield looks to throw. And
yeah, you can't play Odell that close. You got to grab him. You got to cheat. You got to pass interfere. I would take that.
Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call that just
he's straight held
during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let me see.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release.
Cool out the route that sack. Cool.
He was trying to go back to Beckham there.
I tried to hit Odell, but it was too far away.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. A good
2-minute warning
before he's brought down at the 28. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Mayfield.
What the oh my God, Baker. He didn't have his feet planted.
Just not the game that you would expect from him.
No, I'm going for this.
Start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this QB sneak.
Just by a bit, maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And boy, this is going to be close.
I ain't get it.
A little short, and he didn't get
Damn.
there. They had to go for
Damn.
little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here.
They running it. I gotta call timeout.
And I think this defense knew what was coming.
Yeah.
He is smothered behind the line.
I think I'm just trying to run out the clock.
To get upfield and bring him down behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Freeman again. And some room to maneuver. Freeman, they're not gonna get him.
Oh, look at Mick Miles Garrett, man. He tried to get him, but Jacksonville, they got me, man. You won, Jacksonville. They got me. They got me.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big time jaunt.
Yeah, I ain't got a shot. It's over with. I should have kicked the field goal and went to overtime, but I wanted to end it in regulation.
You
You can't force nothing, man. You just got to take what the defense is giving you.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This is Joe Nansen. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 10. A minute 35 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And that's going to be
one hand, that one.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it.
Yeah, I'm just slanging it, man. I'm just trying to get some yards. Even though it ain't gonna make a difference.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mayfield. And that is
I don't know why I ain't throw it to Hooper, man. I meant to throw it to Hooper because he had one-on-one coverage.
Anytime they want to throw the football, there was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him.
4th
They
and 10.
tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
That's short.
And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Yeah, that's short.
And they say he's just short. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none?
He's run out the
Slim
clock,
just left
yeah,
town
so
on now
good,
down to
man.
none. Yes, exactly right.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Good game, Jacksonville. Good game. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. If y'all new to the channel, consider subscribing. We're going to keep it moving, keep the season going, and get to the next game.
Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jaguars, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.